Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. We're talking about burns today. The reason why is I've waited for things to more or less take their route, so to speak, the organic route these kind of projects do follow. And the reason why is because I believe there's a better way to burn. The reason why I believe this is there's so many more efficient ways to burn and to provide it consistently. I developed a project like this, and we'll be getting onto that shortly. There is a second phase to that project, and I'm going to be speaking about it today. Now, as we can see, DF-LUNC protocol, just like Lunatics token and just like other burn tokens before them, burn a lot of coins. The biggest issue being with these kind of projects is they all follow the same route if they do not bring utility to the table. They begin to reduce their burns, and this is not a choice. This is just how things go. They are supposed to be launching a deck, so this could be completely different. But my point is, if these projects do not find a utility use case and bring value to their system to continue burning, because these projects normally rely on consistent buyers to always continue to buy into the system. Like I was saying, big balls, it all becomes really, really good until we get to here. And then we start to see the comments of people saying, oh, why are they going down? Why is your burn rate decreasing day by day? As if it's like a personal choice. And it's not. It's just simply the way these projects go. And a really good example of this is to go over, and look at Shiba Burn token. Now, if you don't know what Shiba Burn token was, this is another burn token, obviously, pointing out the obvious, right? It's another burn token created by the same people that created Lunatics token, and you can see the similarities without even taking a deep dive into things. But going on the Wayback Machine, we can see, and we have a lot of substantial data to support, that this is actually a thing that a group of people continue to consistently do, and they jump from chain to chain to chain. I believe they've actually started something over at Pepe now, and this is what it's all about for them. It's just a quick flip. The same influencers that were involved with Shiba Burn token, Matthew Perry, Claybro, people like this, were also involved with, you guessed it, Lunatics token, right? So it's all very questionable and highly questionable. So like I was saying, if you go on the Wayback Machine, you can find their websites and you can find everything you need about this, and it's a real eye-opener because it just doesn't exist anymore. If we go backwards to the captures, we can see that the final change for this whole system was in 2022 on the 28th of November, and there's one final snapshot at 6:30 in the evening to be precise, and there is nothing. They scrubbed the site, and that is all it ended up as. And it's kind of the same with like Lunatics token. Someone's tried to take it on and someone's trying to revive and keep that going. But ultimately, all of them rely on this same thing. If they want to continue burning, they have to continue generating users, and users that are willing to just throw money into the burn box to either get given another coin in return, which has no value unless they bring value to it, right? It's one of these things now where we've been doing this a year. We've had many coins. We've had Save the Moon. We have Lunatics token. We've got DF-LUNC protocol, LUNC protocol. There was loads of these little ones as well that started up, and they were doing like community donation burns and taking a percentage. So if we go over to the top burners, and I'm using LUNC metrics today, the reason why is I want to help raise awareness for all of the other awesome people that create like useful kind of sites in the sector. It's not just us, there's other people out there doing good stuff. So like I said, we're using LUNC metrics, and we've got at the top, we've got DF-LUNC protocol, obviously we've got Lunatics just below them, and like I was saying, right, cremation coin, all of them, they all end up the same, and we need to figure out a way to do this consistently and all the time. So, and I know everybody laughs, right, but honestly, it's just the first step of the project that I've developed, which is ProjectLUNCBurn. And the reason why this is so important is because it has the potential to burn around 90 million LUNC a month for a one-time fee. We could have minted out this project about 30 times over with all of the different burn projects that have launched. Now, like I was saying, there is a second and third phase to this. The second phase actually involves a ProjectLUNCBurn token. And this token, okay, is going to be used to stake on another chain. And the reason why we're going to do this is because we want to be able to stake the initial phase one on this chain, burn the commission, but we also want to source liquidity from other chains, especially with the interchain station being developed and all the other good stuff. What we need to do is get to phase two, launch this burn token and use it as a commodity token, and then get it into some liquid staking derivative pools and really bring liquidity back to the chain. And you can do it in a manner which is risk-free in the same system that we use here when we stake coins for commission. That's how ProjectLUNCBurn works. It stakes 100% of the project, aside the Miata fees and any trading fees and stuff like that. Nobody gets a pinch, no one gets a sniff of this project. It all goes to the stake treasury, and every month that commission burns. And it's not had the best start for a burn project, and the reason why is there's always been delicious projects on offer, but the issue is you can't convince people at the time when something's burning a lot and they're doing really well that, hey, you know, maybe we should also think about spreading our situation out and putting our eggs in multiple baskets, so to speak. You're not interested in that at the time, and I totally get it. You want to see burns, you want to see big burns, and keeping the hype built around something is what it's all about. And this isn't a dig at any other burn projects. It's me just simply stating the way that these things normally go. And like I said, we're starting to see this again. The differences with ProjectLUNCBurn is it would be forever. The blockchain would have to die. The Oracle pool would have to die, which is mathematically impossible, can't happen. The whole blockchain would have to die for that 90 million to not be burnt every single month. And like I said, that's phase one. Okay, you don't want to run before you can walk. You want to do phase one, and then you want to step up to phase two. And really, don't bring a token where someone burns LUNC, they get the token in return. No, nobody gets nothing in return. Phase two is you buy the tokens, and then the tokens are used to stake on other chains through interstation. I'm going to be explaining all of phase two in a proper video once we reach that stage, but I can't bring myself to launch the second phase without minting out the first phase. It's not in my nature to do that. I'm a chess player, I enjoy chess, and I enjoy the strategy behind things. Doing things properly and doing things appropriately and not shoving stuff in people's face, so, you know, buy this or buy this or buy this, but simply showing people that there are other options out there where we can see burns forever. And, you know, you're going to have people in the comments, you know, what have you ever done for burns? Well, you know, I burnt 3 months of my own YouTube revenue when I first started YouTube, and those were my 3 biggest payouts, and I burnt them all. It was the equivalent of about $9,000. You know, I have bled for this blockchain, I have given to this blockchain, and I will continue to bleed and continue to give and continue to put out knowledgeable content like this so people can better understand that there's deeper conspiracies behind all of this. And, you know, this team, they go from place to place to place. I've called out Duncan and he's like, yeah, you know, I had no idea that this is what it was. And it's like, but you were involved in the project before. And, you know, people like Matthew Perry, people like Claybro, this will all get swept under the rug because of the simple fact that no one has that kind of level where they can actually make a dent and make people notice that, hey, this is all just like a wishy-washy thing and payouts, and it all greases certain people's pockets. And I think as an LUNC community, we should wise up to this sort of stuff, and we should wise up to these burn tokens that just simply want to break the community at whatever cost, just to burn a couple more million LUNC in a real rushed case. If we take this more lenient approach, this more strategized approach, this real collectively thought out approach, I think we could bring good burns to the table. And the thing is, with consistent burns like what Binance do, if we can start to provide that kind of sustainability from inside the blockchain from a small project, you know, the potential is absolutely huge. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I've earned you a subscription. If you haven't subbed by now, try not to skip the adverts if they're coming up. It really does help us earn more revenue on the channel. We do have a Patreon live. We do have a node. We are in the top 10. We are pushing towards that number 7 position. Consider delegating with us. Consider helping us push this blockchain to the great position it can be in again. They pushed this from 32 pence a coin to $116 a coin. Why can't we? Folks, I'll catch you in the next one.